Hi, I'm Dan. I sing in a band called The Wonder Years and in a band called Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties. And for Songs That Saved My Life, my friend Ace Enders and I did a cover of Broom People by the Mountain Goats. So we were playing at Harvest of Hope, and I spent the rest of the day after our set just kind of wandering around. And I had heard about the Mountain Goats a couple of times and thought, well, I could stand there for a minute and catch a song and see what I think. And then an hour later, I had stayed captivated during this entire set where just one guy and his guitar, he didn't have a band with him, totally kept like thousands of people, enamored. And there were a couple songs that really stuck out to me that day, and one of them was Broom People. So I chose it because I think that when we're talking about mental health, I think that there's a misconception in the greater culture that understands depression to be like this thing that comes from one specific catalyst event, and so something bad happens and then you're sad for a while and then you'll be okay again, is like the misunderstanding about it. And I think that Broom People is a really great encapsulation of like the everyday mundane depression, just how difficult it can be when you're depressed to throw out the garbage, to clean out the fridge, to vacuum the carpet, the little things, and just when it seems insurmountable to get out of bed, like how could I possibly take a shower today? Like how could I possibly go outside today? These things that aren't catalyzed by any specific event, it's just an everyday thing that you have to deal with. And I think that especially when it comes to creating art around depression, a lot of times you don't get that kind of, because it's not dramatic, there's not a lot of tension to it, so it's difficult to write songs that capture that. The thing is, I think that Songs That Saved My Life is a really, really great title, right? It sounds very good, and songs can have these like huge impacts on you and can do these amazing things, like make you realize that the way that you felt in your brain, where you felt that you were the only person on earth that felt that way, you're not, right? You hear a song go, oh, at least one other person on the planet feels this way. And then maybe you go see that artist live and you stand in a crowd and go, at least all of these people feel that way. And that's really amazing, but it doesn't save a life. Mental health is an everyday activity, right? You have to attack it every day. It's not you hear a song once and it's a magical cure. It's not a panacea, right? You have to go and work. You have to actively take those steps. You have to go talk to professionals for these kinds of things. The singer of your favorite band may feel similarly terrible. That doesn't qualify them to help you, right? That person is not licensed. They're not trained in this kind of thing. In fact, as you can probably tell from the lyrics, they're also suffering. And so that might not be the best person to get your like reasonable, logical, pragmatic, well thought out advice from. There are professionals for that kind of thing, and there's systems in place to make sure that those professionals are affordable to you via insurance, via scalable pricing. They're there to help. There's if you feel that these things are stigmatized, this comp is really saying we're trying to take that stigma away, because we think that you should be able to go talk to those people. And also I think it's important that you talk to your friends and that you make sure that they're okay, because they may be suffering as well, and suffering in silence. And so it is valuable to go speak with them and to go speak with professionals and to take active participation in your own happiness, in your own mental health. It's not a thing that happens passively for a lot of us. I have to take an active participation in my happiness. I have to take an active participation in my mental health. I have to actively do things to make sure that I'm okay. And I think that if you're watching this, you might have to do that as well. And I think that it's a good thing. It's a good thing to work hard at things that matter, and this matters.